Shalom family. This is your brother Micah, here with another quick video just to show you how the oppressor doesn't tell any truth. This man is a liar through and through, the devil and Satan, as the Most High says within the scriptures. If you haven't gotten that teaching from the Bible, you're being deceived. Because this man, according to the scripture, is the devil. And we will prove it, because devil just means liar. Yeah? And we will prove that this man is an absolute and complete liar. He doesn't, and more dangerously, deceiver. You understand? So he'll mix in a little bit of truth, yeah, with the lie to make the deception. And this is why a lot of you are brainwashed. And you think we're crazy. You think we, the Israelites, are crazy people. But the Most High gave us the Bible as a sound witness. It is truth. And He also put on the spirits of men to record the truth so that we could have it all these hundreds and sometimes thousands of years later. So what is the devil? Christian meaning here, we don't want that, right? The chief evil spirit, Satan. Yeah, there's a spiritual demon, Satan, but there's also a flesh devil. Who is the so-called white man? Where is it here? Where is it? Old English, Diophol via Latin, late Latin, from Greek diablos, accuser, slanderer. Yeah, accuser or slanderer. Okay, that's what a devil is, right? So as you guys are thinking of a red guy with horns and doing all of that stuff, but that's just a fantasy that the so-called white man sold you, right? He's a slanderer, a liar. Let me show you a couple of his lies. So right here we have a book called Memoirs of the Secret Services of John Mackay. All right, during the reigns of King William, Queen Anne, and King George I, London, 1733. This is an old book. This book describes the Duke of Somerset, Charles, the Duke of Somerset, Master of the Horn. It describes him here in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th paragraph as a man of middle stature, well shaped, very black complexion. Okay, very black complexion. This is the Duke of Somerset. Okay, very black complexion, Duke of Somerset. Let's see. When you look up Duke of Somerset, is this a man of very black complexion? Hmm? This look like very black complexion to you guys? Hmm? Stole our identity, whitewashed our world, okay? Stole our identity and made us forget who we are. Just like it says they plotted to do, the so-called white man, and these are the nations with them in Psalms 83, from 1 on down. That's Charles, Duke of Somerset. Let's see if we can find any more. There's this guy, Charles Beauclerk, first Duke of St. Albans. Okay, see what they have him looking like here? Clearly looks like a white guy. Charles Beauclerk, first Duke of St. Albans. But let's go into the book, which by the way was written by a spy, a trusted spy. When you go look up this book on archive.org, you can read the introduction and see how trusted of a spy this man John McKee was. And let's find the Duke of St. Albans. Okay, find the Duke of St. Albans in this book. Oops. All right, Charles, Duke of St. Albans. All right, Charles, Duke of St. Albans, son to King Charles II. All right, let's make sure we're looking at the right person here. Son of King Charles II. Charles Buccleuch, first Duke of St. Albans, illegitimate son of King Charles II in England. So we are looking at the right person. Son of King Charles II by Miss Gwen, was made by King William one of the bedchamber and captain of the band of pensioners, and sent by the king to France to congratulate the marriage of the Duke of Burgundy. He is a gentleman every way, de bon naturel, well bred, doth not love business, is well affected to the constitution of his country. He is of a black complexion, not so tall as the Duke of Northumberland, yet very like King Charles, and he's about 30 years old. It says he's of a black complexion. The Duke of St. Albans is of a black complexion. So, who the hell is this guy? You see? This is from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, brothers and sisters. The Metropolitan Museum of Art has this lie up as the Duke of St. Albans. So this is how deep the deception goes in this society. And if you do not wake up to reality and come back and serve your God, so-called black man and black woman, you guys are gonna die like the rest of these heathen. You understand? Because these people are no good, and all they've been doing is deceiving you. From the time you open your eyes as a baby until now, you have been deceived. And if you love the deception, you're going to die. But if you come out of the deception, you're going to live forever and rule this world as God promised to his people, the Israelites, who are the so-called Negroes and their descendants. I didn't say African. Negroes were two different people. Shemites we are. The Africans are Hamites. If you wake up, you can have life, even life eternal. But if you stay asleep, seeing this kind of evidence right in your eyes, you're hopeless. Let's look at one more. Charles Lennox, first Duke of Richmond. Charles Lennox, first Duke of Richmond, first Duke of Lennox of Goodwood House near Chichester in Sussex, was the youngest of the 7 illegitimate sons of King Charles II. Was the king's only son by his French-born mistress, whatever her name is, Duchess of Portsmouth. He was appointed hereditary constable of Inverness Castle. Okay, this is supposedly the Duke of Richmond, this man here. But let's go in the book from the spy and see how he describes the Duke of Richmond. Okay. Duke of Richmond. Whoops. One result? No. Okay, page 36. We'll go there then, page 36. Page 36. Duke of Richmond. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Page 34, 35, and 36. Okay, let's see what we got here. Mindset, the behavior, supposed liberties, the German, France, King James, I just had this in 1 second. So sorry to eat up you guys' time, but 1 second. Ah, yes, they called him Charles Lenos. That's what it was. They had called him Charles Lenos. Charles Lenos. Lenos is Lennox, okay? Don't get it twisted. What the? Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna find this for you guys. I just had this here. It's also on our blog. I do apologize. I just kind of did this impromptu because I wanted to be able to show you guys real quick the kind of lies that they have us believe
in Europe. He is a black, all right? He is a black, ruddy complexion man, near 60 years old. Again, he is a black, ruddy complexion man. This is the next person we're going to look at. It says Charles Lennox or Charles Lennox, Duke of Richmond. It says is the son to King Charles II by Duchess of Portsmouth, all right? Son
to okay,
of King Charles II. It says he is a gentleman, good natured to a fault, very well bred, and has many valuable things in him.
Okay, so let's go in the book ourselves. Found what I was looking for. Let's see if we can find it using this search term here. Well shaped. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about the length of the video, but we gotta make sure we're thorough. I believe this is it right here on page 73. No, that's Duke of Somerset. Charles Lenos, there we go. Charles Lenos, Duke of Richmond, i.e. Charles Lennox, okay? Son of King Charles II by the Duchess of Portsmouth, all right? Well, and then when you read in the second paragraph, it says, he is a gentleman, good natured to a fault, very well bred, and have many valuable things in him. Is an enemy to business, very credulous, well shaped, black complexion, much like King Charles. Okay, so Charles Lennox, Duke of Richmond, is black like King Charles. So let's see, who is this guy then? Hmm? Hmm? Was the king's only son by his French mistress, Duchess of Portsmouth, Louis de Crayey, Duchess of Portsmouth. Yeah, the book says he's his son by the Duchess of Portsmouth. You see? And it says here in the book from the spy that he's of black complexion. But they have here for you, brothers and sisters, a lying portrait by Sir Godfrey Kneller, a knight of lies, saying that the Duke of Richmond was a white man. Now let's look at Charles, Because it said what? Like King Charles. He's dark skinned like King Charles. So let's have a quick gander at what they tell you King Charles look like. King Charles. King Charles II. Just bringing up the pictures now. I mean, I'm sure you can see it already. Let me close a couple of things here. I don't need this. I don't need this. This is supposedly King Charles II. Is this a man of dark complexion, brothers and sisters? This man has dark complexion? Huh? These people have whitewashed the entire history of the so-called Negro, who is the biblical Israelite, just like the Most High said that they were going to do. Yeah? Let me find those two scriptures for you. I think it's in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For you have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. And the Most High was speaking to the Israelites when he said this. He said, you're going to forget your whole heritage, right? Which we did. We think we're Jamaicans and Canadians and Americans and all of these uns when we are the children of Israel, according to the scriptures. Who's been serving their enemies in a land that they don't know for years upon years upon years? It's only the so-called Negro that's been doing that. Yeah? And these damn liars came up with lies, yeah? Lying books, lying portraits to hide the information. But in this time, the Most High make them put out the internet so that we could discover the truth again. So here in Psalm 83, it tells you how they plotted to destroy us and make us forget who we are. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. So the Most High enemies making a uproar, a noise. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. So you see all these nations that made us forget who we are, the so-called white man, these people hate us. Not just him, the Arabs, the whole world hates us. Okay, that's why they conspired against us and don't care when we're killed in the streets all the time. Who comes to defend us? Absolutely nobody. You understand? Who is your king? Who's your president to come and defend you? If you're African, how come the African kings don't come and start a war with the United States? It's because they're in the United States pocket. They're servants to servants, as the Most High promised in the scriptures that they would be. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. See? Let's destroy this nation of Israel, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that's why you think we're crazy. That's why you don't know you're an Israelite. That's why you think you're Canadian and all these bywords that the so-called white man, the oppressor, the devil, Satan, the dragon has called you. You think that's who you are, but you are the Israelite. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. You see, they put that in paperwork. You know, they're against the Most High and his people. And look who they are, the tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, the Ishmaelites, these are the so-called Arabs, Moab, the Hagarenes, Gebal, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, who are the so-called Africans, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Africans again, Hamites. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. You know? So there you have it, brothers and sisters. Damn lies exposed. Alright? These people lie to you in your face, and you accept the lies because you believe that the white man has, the so-called white man has all wisdom, but he is the red man, Esau, and the devil, and Satan. And he will lead you to your destruction if this is the man that you trust. So come back and trust in the Most High God. Find an Israelite around you and learn the truth about this reality before you die with the rest of these heathens in World War III that has already started. The sparks are already over in Ukraine, and it's only going to get worse. So if you want salvation from death, find a Jew and let him teach you, or let her teach you the ways of the Most High. That's in John 4 verse 22 and Psalm 147 verse 19 and 20. Yeah? Salvation is of the Jew, and he showeth his word unto Jacob, and he hasn't dealt that way with any other nation, respectively. So with that, I say unto my nation, Shalom, and unto the strangers who want to follow the true and living God, come and follow the true and living God. But you have to follow the Israelite. You can't, the word was not given unto you. You're not a leader in this thing, you are a follower. And to the so-called white man and his nation, your death and destruction is sure. God is bringing it upon you, and you cannot escape. Hallelujah.